Hey, today we're going to be talking about the assembly and disassembly of a flute. So the flute has three main parts. The first part is the head joint. The head joint has no keys, no nothing except for the lip plate here. This is our first piece. The second piece is also the largest piece, and it is the body. The body has the majority of the keys and is the middle of the three. The third and final piece is the smallest piece, and that is actually the foot joint. So, the way that this fits together, unlike a clarinet, is instead of wiggling the pieces together, it's more of a twist, where they should just fit together pretty normally. So you want to make sure that the tone hole here lines up with the keys on the body, like that, so that they're straight across. So, this differs with the foot joint when with a clarinet, the keys would all line up in a straight line, whereas with the flute, you want to make sure that the bar right here is next to the keys. So these two just slip together, and it's going to look something a little bit like that, instead of something like that, or like that. Just make sure that it's just right in the middle. So disassembly is pretty much the same thing. You're just going to pop it apart and well, not pop it, but just make sure that each piece comes apart separately and goes into their respective place. And for general maintenance, you want to make sure that you have a swab. I currently don't, but the way that that's going to work is you're going to place the swab into one end of each piece and pull it out the other end, and you do not want to leave the swab inside of the flute, as there's going to be moisture, condensation, and whatnot that could potentially damage the instrument. So you just want to make sure that it's clean and that it's working well and that you put it together and whatnot. So, yeah, until next week. Hey, so in this part, we're going to talk about the little bit of composition that you have with the three tones that are available to you with just the head joint. So, when you're approaching the lip plate, you want to do not the kiss and roll technique, but you want to make sure that it fits into the groove. You want to have kind of this finger thing going and making sure that the lip plate fits there. So the way that you create the sound is by making a poo kind of noise, which is to get your lips into the right area, but it is not how you articulate notes. That is actually with a T or something to that degree. So with this you have three separate sounds, one of which is open, the next one is closed, and the third one is high. So with this in mind, you want to just kind of put them together in kind of a nice, easy way. So something along the lines of hey, just as one final note, I wanted to make one correction from the video, which is the T is not correct. That is for a clarinet. It actually is tu, is more of the idea, or tu, which is where the teeth are going to be, or the tongue is going to be where the teeth meet the lips. So, like we were saying in class, it's where the red meets the white. That's just one little thing, and then the other thing, I thought that we were starting the videos this week, so I apologize that this video is A, so bland, but also B, that it's two of them together. That won't be the thing in the future. I really apologize for that, but yeah, I'll see you next week.